On the last time, welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. Now I got the settings right. Now I got the settings right. Now I got the settings right. So HIV positive people inform their partners their partners that they got it. Should HIV positive people inform their lovers? What up? Lover of truth. I got some truth. Nasty bastard up in here. So this man behind me, get this thing. Now I can wait. Let me wait one more. I like to start the 3-minute mark. Let some of y'all come in. Let some of y'all come in. Oh man. This crazy. They got some nasty folks out here. How y'all doing? So I messed up on the first slide. I'm like, where everybody at? So now here we go. Hope y'all doing all right. You already know how we come in 250, eating right, moving right, doing our best to serve the Lord, keeping them babies on the right path, handling your business. Stop being so scary. Go after your goals. Life is short. Turning up, turning up, turning up, turning up. 250. We in this thing. 250. We in this thing. And this nigga behind me, he needs to be thrown under the jail. I don't know what's going on in North Carolina, but they need to revamp their justice system. North Carolina has a lot of history of doing some crazy stuff. North Carolina, I heard they got some good food. The beaches are nice, but I heard North Carolina off the chain. We're at the 3-minute mark. Let's get this thing going. This nigga behind me thought it was a good idea, so he went in there for a blood work. He's a diabetic. So as the nurses out there in North Carolina, I think it was a Raleigh, am I pronouncing it right? Raleigh, North Carolina. He was at the hospital getting treated for his diabetic, where we got going on. He's a diabetic, and as they were pulling out the IV, he sprays his HIV positive blood on the nurses. So that's right. So as they taking it out, see the nurses putting their life on the line to help this Negro. As the needle's coming out, he sprays it. And I don't know specifically how he sprayed it, but he spread his HIV positive blood in the eyes of the nurses. In the eye. This is a nasty bastard. And he only received 91 days in jail. That's it. 91 days, and he spread his HIV in somebody's face. I don't know about y'all, but in that moment, it would have to be a crime of passion. But in my book, crime of whoop ass, crime of hands and feet on somebody that's disgusting. Like, cause at that point, did y'all know in the nursing, in the healthcare, in most states, they have made it illegal for hospitals and healthcare facilities to turn away people with HIV, because people with HIV was getting turned away so much. People with HIV was getting turned around so much. So now people with HIV don't even have to disclose that information. They have to be treated like everybody else. So if you were a nurse, you could be They don't tell the nurses either who they working on, right? You know, they don't say, hey, Nurse Betty, you know, that nigga right there got HIV. Watch yourself. Nurse Jenkins, that nigga right there, he got HIV. Watch yourself. You know, because you're supposed to treat everybody like they're sick anyway. But HIV, they said they don't even have to disclose this information. You go in there and get treated like everybody else with your nasty self. Now, I still feel that HIV should be, you know, disclosed, but once nurses were finding out that these patients have HIV, they wasn't touching them. Once the nurses found out that these people had HIV, the nurses didn't want nothing to do with them. So I don't know. This dude's probably mentally ill because his HIV blood got into these nurses' eyes. That's now they're about to see. They're waiting. They're doing a lot of blood tests on the nurses to see what's going on. But looking at it now, it looks like they may have contracted because once he got into the eye, you know, there's pores you can get. You know, anything in your eye can go into your body. So that is absolutely nasty. Damn. I don't know what's going on in North Carolina. I don't understand how he only got 90 days for purposely. They did acknowledge it's a deadly weapon. So if you have HIV and you give it to somebody, that's assault with a deadly weapon. That's assault with a deadly weapon. They consider HIV deadly because it can kill you. And he, not just one nurse, he put it in 2 nurses' eyes. He needs his ass whooped. Can we get the likes up, please? So YouTube know y'all find me interesting, please. But yeah, man, I don't know who raised this Negro. I don't know if he's a mental patient. I don't know if he's crazy. He's sick. He's disgusted, and whoever raised him should be ashamed of themselves. He's an absolute embarrassment to society. And he needs to be exiled. Because now these 2 nurses, they may get HIV. These 2 nurses, imagine going to your job and you trying to help people. You have a good heart, you have a good mind. You know, you're trying, and nurses get paid really good. Especially if you, the more education you get, you know how to do all this stuff, IVs, all that good stuff, prescribed medications, expert in vital signs, all that good stuff. So, some nurses, charge nurses or cardiovascular nurse people, or nurses that specialize in working with the heart, nurses get, I think they tap out at 110, 120, depending on the state. So you go in to make your money, provide for yourself, provide for your children. It's a rewarding job. You're helping people. It's job security. Everybody gonna get sick. Everybody gonna get die. Here you go with the most positive thoughts, and then I guarantee these nurses did not expect to get HIV thrown in their eyes. I know for a fact they did not go in there to expect, you know, they go in there healthy. Now they're going to be fighting for their lives. HIV, once you get that, now they got cures for that, but it's your autoimmune system. Once somebody start playing with that, once that starts, you know, going off the rails, you know, you're playing with something very dangerous. They showed the video. I remember when we were kids, that's why I was like, you know, women are beautiful, you know, but it ain't worth it, you know, and that's what reality hits, you know. Reality like to play games in our minds because in school, you see all these pretty girls, then, because you don't know about sex until sex ed, and all these diseases. This girl, she was so pretty. She was a white girl. So this, she had full-blown AIDS. This girl had full-blown AIDS in the video. We were watching the video in middle school. And they were showing the day by day. It was a documentary. They were showing day by day what happened to people who get HIV. Oh, shout out RS1, you back at it. What's happening with your player? She looked like a skeleton. Full-blown AIDS. She started off with HIV, and then she just got sick and sick. She had a medicine. Was it a divider? Her medicine divider looked like a damn toolbox. You know the Mexicans that be out in your city be working. They got them big old toolboxes. Have you ever seen the Mexicans out there with the big old toolboxes? Her medicine, that thing was huge and it was long. It was long because this girl, I estimate she had to take about 30 pills a day on time, 30 pills a day just to stay alive. And she finally passed away. I was like, damn. She got HIV, and she got HIV because her partner didn't tell her. She got HIV because her partner didn't tell her. Somebody that she trusted, somebody that she was in a long-term relationship with. He was that was her lover, that was her boyfriend, and he was out there sleeping with God knows who and brought that back home. And she was so pretty. And when you get full-blown AIDS, shoot. Now this documentary was older than us. This is like before us, but it happened so fast. This girl started deteriorating so fast. So fast. We got 50. Can I get at least half, y'all? Half the likes. 25. Can we get 25? Let YouTube know that y'all like what I'm saying. And I want to. We gotta save lives out here. That's what we all about. 250. That's what we all about. We gotta help people out here. Be careful. For those of you just joining, this man behind me went into the hospital for his diabetic treatment, and as they pulled out the needle, he sprayed his HIV positive blood on two nurses that was helping him. He sprayed his HIV positive blood on the two nurses in their eyes. After they booked him, they cuffed him. He got sentenced to only 90 days in prison. That's right. After purposely spreading HIV in the eyes of the nurses trying to help his black ass, he only received 90 days in jail. That's right. Let's look at these votes. Can we get at least 25 likes? Show the YouTube algorithm. We about to grow. We about to grow tonight, goddammit. Cause we all one big family up in here. Should HIV positive people inform their loved? Whoo! We got 100% say yes. The reason why I asked this question because there is people on Facebook. That's why you can't trust these social media sites. I hope. See, y'all smart, right? Y'all have a little bit of common sense, because there is a story on Facebook and another different story on YouTube, and the guy was saying it's none of nobody's business. If I love the person, they should love me. What's in my body is not their concern. As long as I love the person and they love me, I shouldn't have to tell them that I have HIV. And when I do tell them, it'll be when I feel the time is right. Because they were asking, should you tell the people up front before you guys go on the second date, before you guys go on the third date, before you guys start getting serious, should the person with HIV inform their potential lover or their current lover? And a lot of people said, I don't know where these people come from. They must be from North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina, because y'all off the damn chain. They say I shouldn't have to tell that person because sick, because they were saying, well, so everybody that has a disease, they should just, on the first date or even before the first date, they should just tell everybody, oh, I got cancer, or oh, I got this, you know. But cancer and HIV is different, my G. Let's give some shout outs. Thank you for I think that's a Ruby. I think I got a Ruby. Oh, we gotta get the likes up, y'all. Shout out to I don't want to mess up your name. Can I in a coach? Something in the coach. Shout out. Yeah, 90 days. 515. This is in North Carolina. Relay, RALEIGH. If y'all got family out there, did I pronounce it right? Relay. No, I think that's a big city, because I see that city pop up on a lot of news. Nah, son. Oh yeah, you from New York. You up that way. Shout out New York. Hey, we not like that in North Carolina. Oh, you from North Carolina? Y'all not nasty like this nigga behind me? Y'all not nasty like him? Well, if y'all see, take a good look, get a photo memory, take a picture with your mind, use your eyes, and put it in your memory bank. And if you see this nigga, well, you can't even do nothing with him. You don't want to touch him. Damn, you can't even get this man an ass whooping, because if he bleed, you gonna catch that blood on you. Yeah. See. That's what makes us rare. We're diamonds in this thing. See, that's what separates us from the rest of the damn folks. Cause see, here's the thing. You don't get Mr. 515, the last digit 515. He said you don't get. Oh, shout out to CC932. You should be informed through paperwork. Yeah. Well, what you mean, like asking them to go down to the clinic? Y'all go, hey, I'm cool with that. You should go down to the clinic. But I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just went for it. Shout out to this Dark Heart sent 100. Aldrian, shout out. Yeah, because you don't get STDs, or cancer is not contagious. So if you can go raw on a girl who has cancer, not catch cancer. But if you go raw and she got HIV, you up out of there. It takes one time. I'm gonna give a damn how healthy you are, how much weight you lift. I don't give a damn. That girl got HIV or vice versa. That man got HIV, you up out of there. Now, they have stronger medicines compared to the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. But the HIV can turn into AIDS. AIDS is still out here. It's just not as up front. But HIV is heavy in Houston. It looks like it's about to spread out there in North Carolina. Because if you don't want to talk, then keep yourself. That's what you talking about. If you don't want to talk about the AIDS and the HIV, hell yeah. Hell yeah. When they said that, I was crazy. I was like, there's really people out there who believe that. I shouldn't have to tell that person until I'm going to tell them when the time is right. When people say that, they ain't going to never tell. You know, it's not about my disease. It's about if the person likes me or not. I'm like, you niggas is nasty, bruh. It was men and women on this document. I forgot. I got to find it. So you're going to sit there and tell me you're going to meet a stranger. Y'all meet at Starbucks. You know you got AIDS. You know you got HIV. You know you got the bumps. You know you got the itchies. You know your shit ain't right. You know you got the drips. And you don't think the person you trying to lay down with should know? Are you crazy? Oh, hey, somebody just dropped a bomb. More likes, please. More likes. I'm get to 25. Cause at least half of y'all. It don't hurt y'all. It don't hurt. Just one little. It says, Red Sage, let's call you 515. He said, or she, these people walking around undetectable with the new medicine, fooling their partners. What? Oh, hell no. Yeah, because a lot of my women in my family into healthcare, now I just be researching stuff. Yeah, I believe that 100% because this modern medicine is really good. So it is, like I said, it's advanced. It's not as weak as the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The medicines got more advanced, but it can be undetectable because it eliminates the symptoms. If somebody dripping, if somebody itching, the medicine will suppress all that. The new modern advanced medicine will suppress the symptoms, but the person still has it. That's what he's talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, 515. But I know it's for like the lower stuff, herpes, crabs, gonorrhea, but yeah, HIV. Houston is off the. I don't know what's going on in Houston. But Houston is number one with the drips and the HIVs. God damn. Everybody, if you know you got something, this is what I'm saying. You have to use your brain out here, a little common sense, But most people in America, if you're from America, a lot of us do not go to the clinic, especially if she's fine. I don't know why, especially as men and women. Men and women, we do that. We got to stop doing that, But there's a lot of careful people, What I'm talking about, not just out there. I'm talking about your girlfriend. You guys been talking for 3 to 6 months. Now it's going on. That's your actual partner. You plan on marrying this girl. Most people don't go to the clinic, but because I think it's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's a needed conversation. I went to the clinic. I always get my checkups, but I always went by myself. But I think it's good to go with a girl, especially these days, how most of these girls are hoes. And you know, they sleep with your cousin, they'll sleep with your daddy, they sleep with the postman, they got a work husband, baby daddy. They out there loose with it. And you gotta remember, all the guys that she's sleeping with, you know, they didn't sleep with somebody. So that one person, they showed this in school. I'll never forget that sex ed was pretty good. Shout out to Callie. Fuck Gavin Newsom. Anyway, it was very informative. If you sleep with one person, you potentially just slept with 50 people. If you lay down with one person, you potentially slept with 50 people. Shout out to Irene D. Wards, 4112. Damn right, we ain't doing shit till I see some test results. Hell yeah. Shout out to I believe it was Black Queen Bertha Fertile. That's a nice name, Fertile. 9119. Houston got my sister the herp. What? That ain't funny. How did Houston get your sister? No, your sister got the herp all by herself. Hey, one thing about America, people don't like to take accountability. That's what I learned about America. People gonna blame somebody else. People gonna blame somebody else. That nigga gave me herpes. No. You met this nigga at the club. You was blinded by the bling. He had a nice car. You know the nigga was smelling good, yada yada, and you let that nigga hit raw. No, nobody put a gun to your head, girl. I can't believe that nigga. I don't know what the term is out there in North Carolina or the rest of the states. I'm out here in Dallas, but in Sacramento or in Cali, say, oh, you got that shit, right? You got that shit. In Dallas, they say that person burned me. I got burned. So when I first heard that, I heard these girls talking, yeah, that nigga burned me. I thought it was domestic violence. When I heard the girls talking about getting burned, I thought it was domestic violence. Like, I thought he was ironing his clothes and he took a hot iron and burned the hole, or he took some hot water, or I don't know. I thought it was like a scuffle. He burned her somehow. And then my homeboy said, no, that's not what it is. No, burn me. Oh, no, he gave her that shit. I'm like, STD? He's like, yeah, he burned her. I was like, oh, you know, it burned. You know, when you get that STD, that stuff be hurting. It be dripping. This, when you pee, that stuff be coming out green and yellow. I was like, oh. She got burned. What's the lingo out there what's the lingo out there where y'all at? What y'all call it? Test results don't mean nothing if they're test results don't mean nothing if they're undetectable. Ask them what medications they take and getting rid of proof. Houston, Houston. I was at Houston for a year. They got some fine girls. Boy, they got so many women out there. It's not even funny. Dallas catching up though. Houston got a lot of girls. A lot. Like, you know, they got a lot of blacks out there. A lot of different kind of black. They got Jamaicans. They got all the blacks from the Caribbeans. They got Africans, African Americans. They got the black girls from America. I'm like, man, they fine. I know Houston was. Damn it. But I don't know what I'm confused is, what's the difference between Houston and Chicago? Them girls are going, that's where the word thought came from. That's where the word thought came from, Houston. I mean, Chicago. That's where it all came from. What's it in from New Orleans? New Orleans is the dirty. What about Atlanta? All them freaky niggas out there. That's what I'm hearing on the streets. What is the difference between Houston and the rest of all these major cities? That's what I'm confused about, because all these major cities got hoes, all these major cities got bops, all these major cities got thoughts. And you know, and gay men are spreading it too. So every city got gay men, every city got bops and thoughts. Because them girls are wild. These girls are wild today. This whole feminist stuff, this whole female liberation, these girls are taught that they can be a hoe whenever they decide to get some act right. If they ever get some act right, they can be a wife. They can convince themselves that they can be a wife after being ran through. Woo! Shout out to Norman Bishop. He praying. Norman Bishop is preaching tonight. I'm gonna have to pass the brother the mic. I'm gonna have to pass. He said Houston on fire. It's the girl with the pretty face, pretty eyes. What about her insides? Cameron on fire. Shout out to Delphine Devon 1466. They don't call him Hot Atlanta for nothing. For real, Atlanta, man, Atlanta. I heard this off the chain out there. I think Atlanta was number one for a while. Then Houston been taking over for like the last 3 years. Houston. But I don't know. I don't know what's the difference between Houston and LA. LA got freaks and geeks and weirdos, and Hollywood. New York is dirty. I heard New York is dirty. Got everybody and their mama up there. The most populated city. The first place I seen a Transformer, boy, they got a lot of them out here. The first time I seen a Transformer was, they came to the South. The first time I seen one, there's a whole bunch of them. And the Mexican, the landscapers and the general laborers, they be buying them up. The black ones, the black trannies, the construction workers, they be buying them food in the morning. I used to work at fast food and out here in Dallas, and I said, I seen the trannies come in, like, okay, whatever, do they thing, they gonna eat. Trannies gotta eat too, they still humans, right? But I seen them sitting next to in the construction. I used to work in the morning, so as I'm working in the morning, I used to get there at 5:36. Construction, they were getting their breakfast, so they getting their breakfast, and the tranny was already sitting down, and then the little Mexican dude sat right next to him. I said, oh, nah, bro. I said, look. I said, look, hell no. It's because these trannies, they were prostitutes. But I'm like, who the hell is buying them? I'm like, I ain't never seen nobody, I never seen them get nobody car, and if you ever worked at fast food, you got all these windows, you can see, to make it safe. So if you ever worked in a restaurant or fast food, to make it safe, to have all these big old windows. I never seen them get in the car or nothing. They brought their clients up in there. And I was like, these Mexican niggas is nasty, bro. They buy up anything. These Mexicans fuck anything. Excuse my French, but goddamn. Should HIV positive people inform their lovers? 93% say yes. 7% say no. Okay. Like I said, there are some people that feel they shouldn't disclose it. They usually wait until the person fall in love, and I think that's kind of messed up. Can we get some more likes? We have 49 people, 49 lovely people in here. Y'all keeping me entertained tonight. We about to turn up tonight. We about to set the record straight. Can we get it to 25? Let the YouTube know we taking care of business. Erica 3593. Okay, I got a little secret for y'all too. Oh, we get some more shout outs. So Harlem Lone Wolf. Shout out Angel White Adams. You would know. I would know what. So sometimes when y'all come, I don't know if y'all talking to me or y'all just talking to yourselves. But I like when y'all talk to yourselves. I like different mind. I like different perspective. I'm not an idiot. Like, you got everybody got their own perspective based off their experience and knowledge. It's actually not a question. It must. Oh, here we go. Shout out to Out and About Free. It's actually not a question. In most states, there's a law. You must tell their partner. Oh, yeah. That part free. Yeah, you should. Yeah, there are some states. You know what's crazy? So, it's a law. You 100% right. In some states, it's a law. But in the healthcare, they don't have to disclose it. Make that make sense. You have to disclose to people on the street, but you don't have to disclose it to the healthcare industry, because a lot of people getting turned away. A lot of HIV people, HIV and AIDS were dying. A lot of them were dying because the insurance company didn't want to pay for them, and people didn't want to be around them because, you can die from it. And depending on how strong your immune system, you can get up out of here real quick. Depending on how strong your immune system is, you can get up out of here real quick. So those of you that just came in, this guy behind me, he was at a hospital for his diabetic treatment, and then as they were pulling out the IV, he thought it was a good idea to spray his HIV positive blood into the eyes of the 2 female nurses who was helping him. As they were taking out the IV, he sprayed his HIV positive blood into the eyeballs of the two nurses. I mean, blood was going everywhere in that room. And after they got his black ass, the police whooped him. He only got 90 days in jail after deliberately spreading HIV to two healthcare workers who's trying to give him the proper treatment. He only got 90 days for spreading HIV into the eyes of two nurses. That's so nasty. He needs his ass whooped. In healthcare, you should assume everyone. Yeah, he should get charged with attempted murder because now I'm a hopefully because a lot of these stories they don't give updates. I don't know why they don't give updates, but I'm trying to see if I'm a bookmark this story and trying to see get some updates. They're pretty good. The major news networks they're usually good at giving updates. Just like that dude in Baton Rouge. Not in Baton, yeah, no, from New Orleans. That dude that killed those two boys in New Orleans, and he was on the run. They broke out of Orleans Parish prison. Orleans Parish jail. His last name was Graves, Dominic Graves or something like that. Derek Gaves or something like that. The light skinned dude, and they say he was wearing a wig, and he got him a job at Walmart. And the police said, "Oh hell nah, nigga, we know who you is. You on the run." And he was hiding at his girlfriend's house, and his girlfriend snitched on him. So they usually give updates. Now he's back in court, and that nigga got 100 years for each body and additional years for breaking out of jail. That's what I tell you. That's a lost soul right there. That is a lost soul. Killed two people, broke out of New Orleans jailhouse, and then you wore a wig to disguise yourself. Went back to your girlfriend's house. The house was dirty. She rats on you, and then you get 100 years for each body plus additional years. So he out of he never getting out. But yeah, I'm trying to get an update because I'm trying to see if these two nurses, I believe, in the eyes. First off, you have to go do your best to rinse that. I'm trying to figure out. It was more than you gotta remember. Where's your eyes, y'all? Where's your eyes? On your face. So if somebody puts blood, their HIV blood in your eyes, it's dripping all in your nose, in your mouth. So he hit the eye area. The eyes were first. You remember it's in your face. He put his HIV blood in their face, nose, mouth. Oh, your skin got pores. The blood can go in there. Just like when you use lotion and goes to the epidermis, then the dermis and the hypodermis, your skin. That's where the lotion, all the topics, they go to the top layer and then go down. As depending on how strong the lotion is, it goes down. So that blood is all over their face. That is a nasty man. And he only got 90 days. If you got something, now here I stand. We all should get tested before we lay down, even if you wear a condom, because condom doesn't protect you from everything. Shout out to Michael Holland. Shout out to Song MF Jones. Song MF Jones is this Negro behind me. Long story short, he was at the hospital trying to get some treatment, and as the nurses were helping him, they were wrapping up the treatment. They were done with the treatment. He takes a needle. He had an IV in his arm, and he takes the needle and spreads his HIV blood into the eyes of the nurses. Now, out there in North Carolina, North Carolina, they're trying to see if the nurses have contracted the HIV virus. They're in not critical condition, but they're in intensive care. They're under 24-hour watch, observations, getting treatment, getting all that stuff, because more likely than not, these two nurses will get the HIV because where he put it, right in their eyes, their mouth, their nose. So this guy right behind me, it's a nasty bastard. He needs his ass whooped. So I'm like, if they get it, I'm trying to see, there's nothing they can do. I mean, they can't sue him. He ain't got no money. He's not like a mogul. I don't know if these nurses, I hope and pray that they don't get it, because these are innocent people. I hate when bad stuff happens to innocent people. I love when bad stuff happens to bad people. Oh, it makes my day. It really does. It makes my day to see somebody who's causing havoc. Now, if you're a gangster and you messing with other gangsters, that's cool, because y'all both sign up for that lifestyle. But innocent people, even when the mob trying to lean on little mom and pop shops, you're gonna try to extort people. I hate when people try to extort. That's bullying. I gotta kill something. I just don't play that. But when innocent people, good people, just going to work, trying to help people, and this the things they get HIV in their eyes and their mouth and nose. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And then you got people, I don't know why America it's just so disgusting. I don't know where the class in America went. I don't know where the sophistication and the morals and principles of this world went. There's a lot of I covered another case 2 years ago. This guy in that I think in Atlanta, he had HIV and he slept with like 30 women, and then he told them afterwards that they got it. He told them afterwards, hey, just letting you know I got HIV, so go figure it out. Damn, because he knew he was about to die. So because he knew he was about to die, he said, I'm not gonna be the only one, about to hit the cemetery. All y'all coming with me. So he just did some evil people. He sent those girls text messages, sent them girls emails, however he can contact them. Hey, letting you know. Remember when we didn't use condoms? Hey, now I'm letting you know I got HIV. Let's check these polls out. Because y'all need to start telling folks. But, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I lost track. If you we all should, before we lay down with somebody, just go down to the clinic and get some blood work. Out of 159 votes, should HIV positive people inform their lovers? 93% say yes, 7% say no. There's still that no. I don't know why there's a no. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why there's a no. But we can't continue like this as a society, knowing that you have a deadly disease, even if it's not HIV, if it's herpes, anything that you're dripping or itching or burning or squirming. Hey, tell somebody. I'm talking about the people that you already know you got it, right? But all of us should, most of us don't. It's just how it is, and it's how it is in society. We're animals to a certain degree. To a certain degree, we animals. When nature calls, off come the draws. When nature calls, off come the draws. That's just what it is. But we got to be more careful because it's out there. It's out there for real. Now that's one thing, that's one thing because both parties were negligent. Both parties were irresponsible, hot, horny. I like him. I like her. Hey, that is what it is. But, both got to be responsible. But if you know you got that stuff, I'm not going to tell anyone until I feel it's the right time. Well, when's going to be the right time, nigga? When's going to be the right time, girl? When will it be the right time to tell somebody that you got some goddamn HIV with your nasty self? What? I don't give a damn how fine. Because like I said, a lot of them people, major point, a lot of people wait until that person falls in love. They wait till they hook you. They wait until, you guys go on a lot of dates. You guys are talking all day. Because I told the girl, I got way more responsible as I got older. But, I said, we got to wait. I want to make our first time special. If you always talking to a girl night and day and you hugging her, you kissing her, next thing is sex. But I said, let's wait for that reason. Let's get tested, But they wait until you fall. They wait until you guys have a bond. These people with HIV, they wait until, you really start caring about this person, and then they tell you. And I think that's pretty messed up, because now this person actually cares about you, and you're putting them against the wall. You put them between a rock and a hard place. You have pushed this person in an uncompromising position, because now this person cares about you. Waited 5 months, 6 months, and you waited until this person falls for you to tell them that you have a deadly disease. And I think that's pretty messed up. There's people out there, no, I would, it's my right, and I would tell them when I feel like it. Well, in some states you do have to tell them before you have sex. Now, the first scenario I'm talking about right now, if people who they didn't have sex yet and they're not telling them, like say a guy has it, but he's not having sex because he know he has it, but he's still not telling the woman though. It's still messed up. Even though you have it and you're not having sex yet with that girl, she's starting to like you. She's starting to plan a future. You guys are starting to plan a future. And that's when they drop the bomb on people. That's when the bombs start getting dropped on folks. They're waiting until they get you where they want you. Then they're gonna tell you. Then they're gonna try to see if you're gonna leave or not. Well, I didn't want to tell you because that's why I didn't have sex. Now I respect you. Now that's commendable that you didn't have sex with this girl, but she likes you now. That's the first scenario. The second scenario, like this nigga behind me, god awful, like he's an abomination, a disgrace to society. He knows he be the type of nigga. He knows he has it, and he having sex with the girl, and he gonna wait until a year. He's the type of nigga that wait until marriage, wait until he propose. That's messed up. So you told the girl after she said yes to your proposal that you had HIV? What's that big? So y'all some smarty pants up in here. Entrapment. Ooh, that's a big word. Yep. Got your ass. Self-control, abstinence, celibate. Yeah. Shout out to Francina Bridget 5250. But I gotta shake and bake. But I just want to tell these stories, bring some awareness that there are people out there. Especially shout out to all the healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, physicians, anybody that's a part of the healthcare. Please be careful. And like somebody said this in the comments, you should treat everybody like they got HIV. Yeah, but even if you treat people like they got HIV, I don't think these nurses expected a man to spray his blood on their eyes and their face. How you gonna prepare for that? How you gonna prepare for somebody just out the blue feel that they, want to just do something so heinous like that? So please be careful out there. You got some nasty folks. Everybody get tested. We in America now. They got clinics on every corner. I myself, we all got to get tested. It's nasty. I mean, you don't be walking around with the bumps and the lumps and the drips and discoloration and all that. All them different colored discharges. It's nasty. Once you get that stuff, it's real. It's real. Thank God I never got it. Thank you, Lord. But if you do got it, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Shout out to Valerie Bronson. Shout out, tell somebody and let them make an informed decision before they fall in love, before you get their hopes up about a new relationship. Don't deceive nobody, because that's how you get your blessings, when you're up front with it, But y'all let me know. Tell somebody. North Carolina, if y'all see this dude, don't touch him. No, throw a rock at his ass. Throw a rock. Throw a rock at his monkey ass. 250, capital G. Appreciate y'all, all my day one. Those of you just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. We going up. We going up. In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. Y'all know how it go. In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And spreading HIV, spreading your nasty HIV blood on two innocent nurses who trying to help your black ass was not a great decision. I'm gone.